Jayo Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashoda Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Unja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Haraye Nama, Krishna Yadavaya Nama, Hare Haraye. O Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Srimad Sudana. Giridhari Gopinatha Madana Moha. Giridhari Hare Haraye Rama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Srimad Sudana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana. Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hare. O Batita Pavana Gaura Hare. Gaura Hare. O Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivajagacharya Ashtottara Satasri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की, श्री प्रभुपाद की, प्रभुपाद अनुगा की, सामवेद भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam Daivim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya Bhagavati ruttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Where? Which shloka? Huh? Canto 10, chapter 2, text 13. Garbha sankarshanatam vai prahu sankarshanam bhuvi rameti loka ramanat balabhadram balocharyat. Please repeat. Garbha sankarshanatam vai prahu sankarshanam bhuvi rameti loka ramanat balabhadram balochrayat. Garbha sankarshanatam eva tam vai prahu sankarshanam bhuvi rameti loka ramanat balabhadram balochrayat. Garbha sankarshanatam vai prahu sankarshanam bhuvi rameti loka ramanat balabhadram balochrayat. Garbha sankarshanat, because he will be taken from the womb of Devaki to that of Rohini, tam, him, Rohini Nandana, the son of Rohini. Why? Indeed, Prahu, people will call Sankarshanam, by the same Sankarshana, Bhuvi, in the world, Rama iti, he will also be called Rama, Loka Ramanat, because of His special mercy in enabling people in general to become devotees. Balabhadram. He will also be called Balabhadra. Bala Uchrayat, because of extensive bodily strength. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation: the son of Rohini will also be celebrated at Sankarshana because of being sent from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. He will be called Rama because of his ability to please all the inhabitants of Gokula, and he will be known as Balabhadra because of his extensive physical strength. Purport: there are some of the reasons why Balarama is known as Sankarshana, Balarama, or sometimes Rama. In the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, people sometimes object when Rama is accepted as Balarama. But although devotees of Lord Rama may object, they should know that there is no difference between Balarama and Lord Rama. Here Srimad Bhagavatam clearly states that Balarama is also known as Rama, Rameti. Therefore it is not artificial for us to speak of Lord Balaram as Lord Rama. Jayadeva Goswami also speaks of three Ramas, Parashurama, Raghupati Rama and Balarama. All of them are Ramas. I will read further because we covered these subjects earlier. Sandishtaivam bhagavata tateti yom iti tatvachah pratigrihya parikramya gam gata tat tathokarot. Thus instructed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Yogamaya immediately agreed. With the Vedic mantra Om, she confirmed that she would do what he asked. Thus, having accepted the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, she circumambulated him and started for the place on earth known as Nanda Gokula. There she did everything just as she had been told. After receiving the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Yogamaya twice confirmed her acceptance by saying, "Yes, sir, I shall do as you order," and then saying Om. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur comments that Om signifies Vedic confirmation. Thus, Yogamaya very faithfully received the Lord's order as a Vedic injunction. It is a fact that whatever is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead is a Vedic injunction that no one should neglect. In Vedic injunctions, there are no mistakes, illusions, cheating, or imperfection. Unless one understands the authority of the Vedic version, there is no purpose in quoting Shastra. No one should violate the Vedic injunctions. Rather, one should strictly execute the orders given in the Vedas. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Akarya Vyavastito Jnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartum Iharhasi. One should understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that one may gradually be elevated. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guraho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatana Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamsya Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadarine Jayasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Since we already did Balaram's pastime, and for Balaram's appearance day, I will do the next shloka which we read now. Thus instructed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Yogamaya immediately agreed with the Vedic mantra Om. She confirmed that she would do what he asked. Thus, having accepted the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, she circumambulated him and started for the place on earth known as Nanda Gokula. There she did everything just as she has been told. So, yesterday we discussed about Yogamaya. We discussed about Maya and the very special service that she does and the amazing thankless job she does and how she begs for mercy from the Supreme Lord. And we discussed how sometimes we have got to do services that may not be something that we like very much, and they may look very difficult to do, and how we do it anyway, and how by the mercy of Krishna it becomes successful. And Maya Devi's service is successful or not? Maya Devi's service is successful or not? Yes, they will all confirm it in this world. Because I can feel it, I can experience it. And I feel pretty good in Maya, by the way. That's another big problem. So, we discussed this yesterday. And the reason why she is successful in keeping all the conditioned souls in the three gunas is just doing this thankless job very sincerely. She is very good at it. So good at it that Krishna said, Mama Maya Duratyaya. She is very good at what she is doing. You cannot get across. She is pakka following what I told her to do. Mama Maya Duratyaya Mami Vaye Pratadyantiye Maya Metam Tarantite. It is only if I tell her that she will say no. Otherwise she will strictly follow what I have told. Mama Maya Duratyaya. So here in the shloka it shows that, highlights, three times it is being highlighted here. Thus instructed, Yogamaya immediately agreed. I'll think about it. But how can I do, all that. That is one disqualification. You want to actually be surrendered to the Lord. You want to actually become what you are supposed to. You should not have hesitation, because that is the goal of life and I'm getting an opportunity to do it. I should immediately do it. It's an opportunity. So you connect immediately and say, yes, I want to do it. It's enthusiasm. Because you're getting to do what you need to do as per the entire scripture, as per the instruction of Krishna, and he's coming and standing in front of you by Krishna's arrangement. Why would you say, I'll think about it. I've got to go and do this, I've got to go and do that. That may be. That may be. But you can be very sure that whatever it is, I'll do it. That is the type of enthusiasm we have normally for any plan for sense gratification in this world. Anyhow, I'll do it. I'll do it anyway. Why? I'm committed. Drida vrata, griha vrata. All these words are used in the Bhagavatam. Determined to do it. Because that's the goal of my life. Enjoy. And therefore I'm determined. If I get an opportunity to enjoy, I'll immediately, yes, I'll agree. Even I have to pay money, anything I have to give, I agree, I want it. Similarly, do you want the mercy of the Lord? Do you want devotionals, to perform devotional service that will fetch you love of Godhead? What is your greed for it? Tatra mulyam laulyam. What is your greed for it? How much you are connected with what you want? How intensely you desire it? That will be shown by how you respond to an opportunity given by Krishna. Okay, you want to get prema for me? Here is seva for you. How you like to do it? If you show enthusiasm to do it, then that is a good sign for you and for Krishna also. So, It here is mentioned one qualification is immediately agreeing to it. Because that's what I want to do. With the Vedic mantra Om, she agreed. She confirmed that she would do what he asked. Karishye vachanam tava is very specific. Arjuna is saying, I will do as you have mentioned. There are many things I have heard. From many people I have heard. From my mind also I have heard many things. But I will do what you said. He's making it very clear in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna did not say, okay, since you are telling, I will do. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இது மாதிரி ஏதோ நீ சொல்கிறியே அதனால நான் பண்ணுறேன் ப்ளீஸ் டிக் பண்ணு என்ன நான் ரொம்ப ஒபீடியண்ட்டாக பண்ணுறேன்னு ப்ளீஸ் கிவ் மீ ஒன் பாயிண்ட் ஃபார் தேட் யூனோ பிகாஸ் இட்ஸ் a burdensome thing I'm doing, please, I don't like to do it but still I'm doing, please give me points. It's not like that also. No, I will do. I think I should do. I must do. So you have nicely deliberated on it, right? Vimrishyetat yaseshena yatechasi tata kuru. Vimrishya, you deliberate on it, think about it, see it from different angles, and then you do as you wish to do, right? So the doing portion of it has to be preceded by agreeing to do internally, intentionally. A sadhaka will find these things difficult. Sadhana means by definition doing something which you don't like to do. Specifically sadhana means that for a sadhaka. So that's why these 3 times it is mentioned here. Thus having accepted the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, she circumambulated him and started for the place earth. Then she did everything just as she had been told. She did not do only 80% or 70%. She did 100%. Did 100%. Everything that was told. So you see in the Bhagavatam describes 3 type of subordinates, how they respond to the order given. 4 types, I think. 4. Uttamas chintitim kuryat. Uttama, the topmost is chintitim kuryat. He will think and find out what he wants. My superior, guru, a senior person, he will uttamas chintitim kuryat. He'll think about what is required and what he wants and do it even before he tells. Proktakari tu madhyamah. The second best is after being told he does. In this category there are people who know that it is required, but they will also think that sollatume adukapram pannalam. This is another type of, all these are different levels of submission. That I know it is required, but but let him say it and then it is confirmed that it has to be done and therefore I'll do. But Uttamas Chintitam Kuryat has got this thing better. Why? It's needed. I know it's needed for him and he does it. Uttama Chintitam Kuryat Proktakari tu Madhyamah. Second level, middle level. Proktakari, after being told only he will do. Adhamo Ashraddhaya Kuryat. The lowest adhama is without any enthusiasm, without any faith, without any interest he will do. So, Talavali, Panila, devotional service like this. Adhamo Ashraddhaya Kuryat. Ashraddha. All these people, because all of you are shaking your heads in the house. My son is like that only. My husband is like that only. My wife is like that only. Let's say you meet these characters everywhere. Adhamo Ashraddhaya Kuryat. Or Shraddha illada seyirda. Akarto Ucharitam Pitu. Akarta. The person who does not do what you have told. Don't even talk about him. Ucharitam Pitu. He is tool. Don't talk about him. Set him aside. It doesn't belong to any category. That's why I said first 3 and then I said no, 4. 4th category is he doesn't do what is being told. He is lowest of the low, lower than the lowest, lower than Adama. Right? So Krishna has said you must surrender to me. Universally, he has said to everybody, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarvapapebhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. How many people actually follow it? Some people say, I never knew he said this. We have, in the land of the place where Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita, you may have people say, Ayyo, idu theriyave theriyadhu. Krishna has said like this. I was few days back in Amrita institutions, and they said, Swamiji, Gokulashtami celebrations, you come and talk to the students and the faculty. And I was wondering, should I be secular? How can I be secular if you're calling me to speak about Janmashtami? And there were different views. But the title given to me was The Life and the Message of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Is the message. How can I not speak directly Krishna consciousness? So there's a lot of... So finally I said, no, I got to just speak what I need. So speak something interesting. Make it interesting. So I did some questionnaire to them and asked them to answer the questions first. We had a different way of it. I said, all of the students scan the QR code on the screen. And our boys arranged the QR code. And they got 4 questions immediately. I think this Swamiji is what? A techie Swami. Vantaru ulla Swami pati pesa sonna avaru scan the QR code. All of them scanned the QR code. And the staff members were feeling like this. What is he telling? I thought he will sit on the big asan they gave me. I said, I don't want to sit. I am walking. I do everything differently. So I asked them to scan, and they were very happy, the students. Hey, something to do. And they questions in that multiple choice question. One question is, you are not what you think you are. Yes or no? God is a person. God is a person. Yes or no? It's all difficult questions. It's exactly what I want to tell them in the short time I have. Like that I had questions. And from there on it took off. But there I told them that God is a person. You are a person, God is a person. Very clearly. And they were a little hesitant to understand it. But on insistence that about relationships, about love, about, subordination to the person whom you love and things like that, they all agreed that yes, and then logically conclusion that God has to be a person. So in this way I was able to communicate to them that God has said you must chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare on Janmashtami. So I said, raise your hands and chant. They all chanted, including the professor, including everybody. Swamiji has said. So my statement there was, I am the authority now here on Krishna. Otherwise, why did you call me here to speak? You called me to speak, so I speak and I make you do what I told you to speak. Karishe vachanam tava. And you just do this. And you may think what you want to do. Because I have to achieve as a sannyasi and as a person wanting to preach, I should achieve my purpose also. So achieve my purpose. That you will do what I tell you to do. You must do. I know you will not do. So while I am there, you do. So I make them do. Karishye vachanam tava. Arjuna also, it's not that he simply said, I will do. He was very intelligent. He knew it's a difficult thing for me to do. But I will do. Prabhupada says the devotional service of Arjuna was a very difficult thing for him to do. It was not easy to do. To fight a war as a devotional service and kill people, behead them, maim them, cut them off, shoot them. It's a very difficult service to do. And Krishna is standing next by and said, go ahead, shoot him, kill him. It's an amazing devotional service. Standing next to you and saying, go ahead, do it, don't worry. And when it came to Bhishma, because although he said, yes, I will do it, he became very emotional and couldn't do it. And Krishna had to rise in between and take the impact sometimes to protect Arjuna itself. So Krishna knew that it is difficult for Arjuna to do, but he is doing. But he is doing. That is the main thing. That you have vowed to do, Karishe Vachanam Tava, and you are giving your full to it. And I know it's difficult for you to do, but you are doing. You please Krishna very much. You please Krishna very much. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada took up something that's very difficult to do. When he's 69 years old, he traveled in a ship, a cargo ship, and he was in a choppy seas. He was thrown up and down, and he had a heart attack. It's so bad, the ride. It was not a cruise that he could float and go nicely in an air-conditioned cabin like they're having now. He went in the worst type of a transport, and he had 2 heart attacks because of it. But he went there and he tried his best to do what I'm supposed to do. And he pleased Krishna very much. And his whole operation was very successful. It's very successful. And he also said that the real success you will see after some more time. When he was asked what will people think about this in the future, he boldly said, in the future people will talk about me having come from India to the West and changed the course of history. He actually mentioned this. Even before it's going to happen, he's mentioning it. I'll become very famous. I'll become very famous. He's predicting it, he's saying it. Right? So, because he knows also that I have been instrumental in doing something. I have allowed myself to be an instrument, and Krishna has through me done something amazing, which I would have never done otherwise. He knew that. That is humility. I did not do it. I did not actually do it, but I can see I am being used to do it. Because it's a massive job. I am not the person who can do that. But still I am doing. It must be by Krishna's mercy that it is happening. So Yogamaya is obedience and willing subordination to Krishna to carry out a very thankless job. It's a very important point to note. We all have capacities to do for Krishna. It's all about doing. The whole Bhagavad Gita is a lot of discussion on doing, on action, karma. What we do is very much embroiled and entangled in what we like to do. But here you see Yogamaya is doing because you want it to be done. Krishna wants it to be done. That's all the criterion is. It's not about me liking to do or not. It's not that you can say Yogamaya is having a great time, putting all of us under illusion and enjoying. No, she didn't say that. She didn't say that. That's why it becomes pure devotional service. I am not factoring my liking and other things into it. I want to factor only one thing, whether you like it. This is what you like? I want to do that for you, for Krishna. That is the way Prabhupada did that. That is the way Yogamaya is doing. I will do that. And she transferred Sankarshana from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. She didn't ask, how is that possible? Will he die on the way? Will Balaram disappear? And all these funny material things. She didn't ask anything. I don't think there is such a conversation. There's nothing like that. It's an impossible thing is being done. You take the fetus and transfer it. And that's why it looks very fictitious. What you guys are talking about? I can't even believe it. Can't even believe it. Why? You can't believe it. It's going on now. IVF, in vitro fertilization. You can actually do things like that. And you're discovering, oh my gosh, we are so advanced. We are highly civilized. We have been able to do this. No, you idiot, it's already done long back. And it's done very casually. It's been done long back. There's nothing that you will do that has not been done in the past. There's nothing new that you will do that has not been done in the past. It's just that you don't know about the past. You don't know about how great personalities did things. You don't know history. Right? So, important for us to examine obedience, submissiveness with good intention. You know, some people are obedient because of a material reason. Some people are submissive because they feel there is a promise of sense gratification later. Some people are obedient and submissive without knowing why they are doing what they are doing. And you know, just do it. The Indians are all trained in a vertical line of authority. Why? Because that is what is mentioned here. You see Yogamaya obeying. It's vertical. Disciple listening to the Guru, Guru listening to his Guru, and it's a vertical line of authority. In the Western world, it's horizontal. They try to play to it. Everybody is equal. We will all sit together and vote, and we will get the best Gada out of all of us to become this thing. And we will make everybody do it. It's like from down up. Because it's equality and all that bunkum, whatever they want to say. So, you will see that these two things don't go well together. So when the Western people came here, they said, hey, these fellows, they listen to everything I tell. Because they're used to listening. The good quality is they're used to listening. And they're nicely cultured. They're trained like that. The good thing for the Britishers was, that's why they made, it's a heyday for them in India. It was not the same in other places which they tried to colonize. India was very good. Why? Because they're very cultured, highly sophisticated people. You know, they can take any point of view and have a dialogue with you. Very cultured. They don't have to pull out the sword for everything. They talk, discuss, sit down. You have a different point of view. Nice, interesting. How did you pick it up? I interpret the Shastra like this. Oh, that is wrong like this, like this. What's about that? They just discuss it. They discuss your point of view. You can have a different point of view. And that's why you will see our Shat Darshanas. It's not that all of them are the same point of view. That's why it is different darshanas. And some of them are not even fully theistic. In fact, very less theistic. And then it's only Vyasadev's whole composition of the Vedanta Sutras that's considered to be fully theistic. So all points of view are accommodated in the Vedic culture. Why? Because it's coming out of submissiveness, vertical. There's no problem. So this submissiveness and the capacity to be able to listen to your authority is a very important thing in human society, because you're rehearsing how you will do it when you go back to the spiritual world. Will you be able to follow the authority of Krishna? For that you rehearse. Under Hari, Guru, Vaishnava, you rehearse it first. You show that you can do it. You show that you can do it. That's why obedience is important. Why? It's got a higher connotation. I want to be an obedient servant of Krishna. So I need to practice it. So in Varnashrama you will have that system. Obedience, authority. But the Western world, they came into India and they started doing all sorts of things. Listen to me alone. Mamekam Sharanam Braja. We are the guys who are colonizing you. You listen to us. If you don't listen, we will punish you. We are looting you. We are actually dacoiting you. We are taking away everything from you. But we did not know that this is what you are doing to us. Because you are thinking that it is okay. They are good people. You are very accommodative. You are very obedient. All to the wrong people who took advantage of it. This is a case of being obedient to the wrong person. So there are many guys who come as gurus and you become obedient to them. they'll take you nowhere. That's why knowledge is power. You should be informed. You should know, and then you should be obedient. So education is important. For getting education also you have to be obedient to the person who is teaching you. So obedience, not blind obedience. Educated obedience. We are not a bunch of fools who did not know whom we are being obedient to. Person is giving me knowledge and it's very useful to me. I never knew this before. If I do this, it's changing. It's very useful, thank you very much, with great gratitude. That is the meaning of saying, Pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. These are all, you can verify most of these things in reality. You can't hide your, you don't need to hide your so-called capacity. It's perfectly alright in Vedic society to exhibit your ignorance and be humble, wanting to learn. It's a good quality. Ignorance is appreciated, especially when it is expressed. I don't know. I don't know. What you will be tested on, do you want to know? It's not about you don't know. It's about, do you want to know? How enthusiastic you are to know. On that basis you are graded. So I don't know does not matter. I don't know does not matter at all. It's very different from our society. Education doesn't function if you exhibit your, if exhibiting your ignorance is something that will create a loss for you. How can it be like that? That's why you will see that famous story of that boy coming and telling to Gautama Rishi, I don't know who my father is. I went and asked my mother. You told me to find out my whereabouts and tell me where I am coming from. I want to get educated. I went and asked my mom, said openly he said, I don't know who my father is. And he accepted him on the basis of his honesty. And the factor that you don't worry about you not knowing. You still want to learn. I didn't decide, I don't know my father, therefore I'm not going to school anyway because you'll ask me this question. No, I don't know, so what can I do? I mean, that's my situation, what can I do? But I still want to learn. That was appreciated. You're a Brahmana, truthful. You should learn. You will preserve it very nicely and you will be able to distribute it nicely. You have no ulterior motives. These are qualifications for a student. So, it's not that he is exhibiting blind obedience. So we must understand these finer elements of obedience. Prabhupada did not ask you to be a boring, unintelligent yes man. Yes, yes. Prabhuji, yes. What yes? Whatever you told. What did I tell? I don't know what you told. Why are you saying yes? You don't understand what I'm saying. But you just want to show that you are very obedient. There's no use. There's no, your genuine teacher will say, what are you obedient about? What are you doing? Like Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Dandavat disciple, he said, simply good at paying obeisances. All the externals of obedience. See, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and his guru, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, told him, don't go to Calcutta. Don't go to Calcutta. Another instruction he gave him is, don't associate with any of these materialistic people who don't agree with this. And third, one more thing he told, forget it. He went to Calcutta and preached and set up the headquarters of the Gaudiya Math in Calcutta. Bagh Bazaar. Do you think that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur disobeyed Gaur Kishore Das Babaji? He understood exactly what he mentioned. He was very successful. He went right there in Calcutta and established the headquarters of the Gaudiya Math, and from there he spread all over India like nothing. A fierce preacher, Simha Guru. And he said, don't speak to all these materialistic people. He spent a lot of time with these fellows and challenged them with all this thing and changed them and made them his disciple. So there are many such instances of intelligent obedience with proper understanding of the spirit of the instruction. Yogamaya is understood. Krishna is going to perform an amazing Leela. He is going to appear and I am going to appear with him. I am going to be born in Nandagram along with Krishna. I am going to be his sister in this avatar. I will be born from the same womb. Right? And this is how he is going to utilize me. But the other job I have to do is to keep everybody in illusion. That also I will do. But this is the bonus. And she enthusiastically did. So sometimes when we understand deeply the instruction of a Vaishnava, the instruction of Guru, the instruction of Krishna, we may not understand properly, but we should spend time trying to understand it. Prabhupada spent time trying to understand what Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur wants me to do. Why did he give me this instruction, go to the Western world and preach? I am the last person, according to material consideration, to be considered for it. But it happened to me. I am the one who got this instruction repeatedly. I must do something about it. I must do something about it, even though I think it is not possible. So I make an attempt. Prabhupada said, I just made an attempt. And when he was asked, why did you go to America? You should have gone to UK, London. That's where everybody was going at that time. That is the most famous. He made a very cheeky comment. He said that, I thought that I may fail. Let me fail in a new place. Let not fail in the same old place. Then it will be even worse. People will think, so at least I'll go to a new place and fail, it will be okay. So I went to him. He's making fun of it. But actually that was his consideration also. Which means that he never thought I'm going to be successful. But I'll make an attempt because I'm supposed to. Right? A sincere attempt to obey, to carry out the instruction. Prabhupada is very hopeful that he always told his disciples, go and do. Krishna will give you intelligence. You simply chant Hare Krishna, you follow my instruction, you will see that Krishna will give you instruction how to do. Right? This is how devotional service functions. It functions under the order of Krishna, under the tutelage of Krishna, and if we have faith, many wonderful things can happen through us for Krishna. And we are in Yogamaya's world, Mahamaya's world, and like I asked you first, do you think she is successful in doing a devotional service? You have to say yes. You will have to say yes. Right? Similarly, we can also, as representatives of the Guru Parampara coming from Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, make an attempt to actually follow the instruction, however difficult we may think it is. And there is nothing but success. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nittai Gaur Premanande. Any comment or any question? Yeah. Just do it. What can I say? Just try it. There's no great mechanics about it. How to be obedient, there's a formula for it, and you can break it down into small modules and do bit by bit, and it'll become easy to do or something like that. It all starts from intention. You want to do, you try to do. You try to do. Like I told you, Prabhupada did. Humorous thing just comes to my mind. I remember in my college in NIT Trichy, I was getting ragged in the first year. I just a new person come from school. So I was like, very excited about it. And so they thought this fellow needs some extra ragging. So they put us all in a room and locked us up. In the first year, rooms are all, 3 people in one room and all that. They put some 10 of us in the lodge. By the time I come, if I open the door, you should not be here. You should have escaped from here. I said, this is the assignment. I said, how can we do this? Sir, give the key. And I said, shut up. He said, he locked all seniors, final years and all that. They were having fun. They were joking and laughing. By the time I come, if you really want to be engineers, you should have got out of this place. So we sat seriously and discussed how to go out. We should break the door, this, that and all that. Then I was discussing, half an hour over and all that. We were sitting and shivering and what to do and all that. So they came through the window and asked, you have not yet gone? Did you make an attempt? At least here you should have put your hand and legs outside the window, no? He said, you should at least try it. Show me that you're trying to do it. And all of their hands, so funny, and they were all laughing. And we were hanging with our hands and legs out of the window. Make an attempt. Don't keep quiet. Make an attempt. Afterwards, we were sitting and laughing at it. So, make an attempt. Go and do it. At least put your hands and legs outside the window. Prabhupada did that. So, I just tried. So, don't keep on in the mental platform saying, how to be obedient. Like Prabhupada told somebody who asked a question, how to be sincere? Just be sincere. You're a spirit soul, you can do it. You can go be sincere. You don't think about everything. And 5 ways to be sincere. A new video made today. Number 1, think about being sincere. And then simply take you for a ride. You're a conscious individual person capable of doing. Be sincere, go do it. Right? So, I wish you all the best. Any other question? Yeah. But you're already doing it. You're explaining, no? To non-believers. That's the meaning of it. Non-believers means those people who may be offensive to you, and it takes a lot of time trying to convince them. They are very asuric. There are enough other people who will listen to you. And those who don't want it, that's okay. We hope that Krishna will give you mercy. It's not my job to... So that's what it means. But bulk of the people don't know. It's not that they don't want to know. They just don't know and nobody tells them what to do. So you'll be surprised to know that nobody knows. So that nobody tells. And therefore nobody knows. These are simple things that are happening. And so Prabhupada said they don't know, and they went to America and he told them and they heard it and it became successful. He said, I just did it. These people are very nice. He said they are naive. They are not offensive. They just don't know. And he told them, they accepted it. They became wonderful devotees. So it is not that they are all asuric and they are like this and they are like that and all that. They may be led by some people. Those type of notions will be put in their head by some rulers. But there's always opportunity for doing talking to them and preaching to them. You will know those people whom you should not speak to when you are in the field of preaching. They are very subtle. When Asura is there, you will know from the way he poses a question. Asura is not somebody who will come with teeth like this and 2 horns on his head. Those teeth and horns will be there inside in the subtle body. You can't see it. But it will come out from the way he questions. The way he questions. He will ask a question like this. You can say, this fellow is... either after all the lecture, he will ask a question like this. Same Prahlad and Hiranyakashipu talking to each other. Hiranyakashipu is not able to understand what Prahlad is saying. His questions are all like, where is that Vishnu? I want to kill him. That's his intention. Whether he can or, all that is not the thing. So you will see that desire and that thought come out in the way they talk. It will not allow you to conclude certain things. They will not allow you. They watch you talking to the public and making them understand who God is. They will interfere and tell you something. That's why we are very careful about calling chief guests. You spoil your whole program. You spoil your whole program. So I always tell them that this is what you should speak. Our founder did this, we do this, Krishna is like this. Put it in your head before you speak. Otherwise you will speak and we can make out that you are the last person we should have called as chief guest. Too late. Right? Yeah. So you will know who is who. Any other question? Any comment? In which case? Where you don't have anybody to... Oh, okay. You see, if you are chanting your japa nicely, this is a subtle thing. You are following the order of the Guru and following the instructions Krishna has given in Bhagavad Gita, you will get the intelligence to make out which one to follow. Don't think it does not happen. It happens. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayanti te. I will give you the capacity to understand. And you will see that if you are following your sadhana nicely, you are doing your best, praying to Krishna, He will give guidance also. Right? So He will put you in touch with the persons who will reinforce your proper understanding. So these are all mystical things almost. So you are not alone, that you are left alone to speculate what to do, how to do, in all that. You will get that solid feeling inside, this is correct, I should follow this. Invariably you will get. That is the experience of many devotees who are sincerely following the instructions. You will be guided by Krishna. Krishna is in your heart as super soul. He is very close to you. And you are touching upon Him, establishing connection with Him. That is the meaning of Bhakti Yoga. It is not an unrealistic thing. That is the way Krishna consciousness works. It's the way it works. That's why you get more and more increasing faith. You can't explain it in concrete terms, but you have solid faith develop inside because it's happening to you with a very deep internal security. You can feel it. You can feel it. It's not something that is measurable in the way that we measure things, but you will know because you're a conscious spirit soul. Your consciousness is being awakened, and by virtue of that you will know this is the right thing to do. Prabhupada answered this question to a guest. I tell that repeatedly to you. He said, does God speak to you how to run this movement? He said yes. Then he rephrased his question. No, I mean to say that God gives you instructions every day how to manage society. Again Prabhupada said yes. And then immediately his disciples said, no, what Prabhupada means is that in the there's a, no, Krishna talks to me. Prabhupada corrected him. And like a Sarva Sadhana might Pesaramari, he's talking in distributing prasadam. No, wrong, Krishna talks to me. He's saying it. What do you think? I have written all the things in the books as what joke? It happening to me. I am a living example of that. And he said that. Krishna sat on his shoulder and dictated these purports, and I am writing it. You want to believe that or not? I do believe that, because look at what he has achieved on that basis. Right? So don't try to estimate a spiritual activity materially. That is a disease of the mind. Right? It is happening to you. It will happen. Otherwise, what do you think? Krishna consciousness works. It is working. It's very subtle. It's working. Do it carefully, and you will definitely experience it. Okay? Right. Don't think you're alone. I am alone. Nobody is there to help me. So many people are telling so many. Not true. You got a lot of people with you. You got Krishna with you. He's inside your heart. All these other people are outside who are speaking to you. It's got inside. Just tune in. And that is the scientific process that has been taught by Prabhupada from the Bhagavad Gita. Right? It's a fact. It happens. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Wishing you all a great Janmashtami.